precisely 1 year ago, the Viridian League had its first event go live. So what is a better way to celebrate than to bring in Season 2 with its first event, the Distance Drag. Although new to the tournament, we did see this event in the qualifiers, so our teams have a bit of a basis to go on. Now first we'll have a demo run to show how this event will go. These marbles run down this enormous slide and then are launched up the sand enough to try to get as far as they can, whilst the conditions try to slow them down. See, this demo reels passing 100 and a bad bounce there is gonna cost them the run all the way up here. You can see very volatile event. Now our defending champions, the John Jones, will start us off in the first one of the day. They go led by Watt in this event. Let's see. A bit bounce, I know some bad bounces there, but makes way for Volt, the captain, who has a very solid run here, keeping it clean, not too many bounces. Already past 100, past 130. It's not gonna get much further, but that's still looking like a very solid run to start us off. On that 32.2, we'll be up in the near the top, but not quite medal ranges in the qualifiers. Now with the Nightshades in the second run, had a solid first season until falling off near in the final few events. Hoping for better in this season here. Much potential this team has. Looks like a lot of cases in this run, changing their front leading marble here. Bit messy. Rafe was with some great teamwork there to propel Rafe to the lead, which is going to put them just slightly ahead of John Jolts. Still not a stellar performance, but still very strong. That should definitely put them near the top of the order when all is said and done. Now, the Dune Dash is third run of the day. We've seen two good runs start us out. Let's hear. I believe that they're led by Dusty here with some bad bounces. They can't keep the speed. Some help from their teammates, most of them at least, but it's not helping much, it seems. They get a bit further, but they're going to have to settle for only 114.1. That's not a great run here. It's going to put them in third for now. But I don't think it's going to last for much longer. Now, the fourth one, we have the Eventide Wars. Didn't do great in this event in the qualifiers. Hoping for a better run here. Let's see if they can deliver. See, a decent start, but some bad bounces, but recovery from some teamwork propels Gloaming forward. But they had a bit of a bad bounce, so it's going to slow them down. Still managing to keep on and going past 120, which is like looking like a decent run, but it's only going to be third for now because of the first two runs we've seen, which were relatively strong. And now the Supersonics struggled in this event in the friendly. Let's see if they can improve on that. Had a rather poor friendly altogether. Let's see if they can do better in the season. Of course, our runners-up from season 1 have a lot to live up to. Let's see. It's looking very strong. Not much teamwork, but just keeping it clean here from Echo leading them. It's going to be passing 130 and 133.2. It's a lot better than what they did in the friendly. I'm sure they'll be happy with that, and as you can see, the fans are too. And they'll take the original lead for now. We have to see what all the other teams bring though. Now, Team Brimstone won the qualifiers, so they'll be trying to show their best in the season. Maybe even looking for an overall podium, but far too early to say that now. In only the first event, but this is not looking as good as it was in the qualifiers for them. Just no teamwork, and they all slow down prior to 120. That's not the run you want to see, and it's going to put them in 5th out of 6 so far. A far cry from what they did in the qualifiers. Now the Sterling Skies, 7th run of the day, and they're off. See, they have Iron leading them here with the reserve running in the back. See if that can make some changes. Oh, some bad bounces from the back two marbles. But now it's those two that go towards the front, and a bit of help from Tim before they crash out gives just a bit of extra momentum to Iron, who's keeping a very solid run so far. Past 130 already, and that's gonna land in 134.1, which is barely gonna put them in first, but that was a very strong run from the Sterling Skies, much better than they showed in the qualifiers. That's what you want to see from these teams now with the Cobblescopes in the last one of the first half. And off they go. Led by Asteroid and Starlight here. Ooh, some great teamwork right out of the gate, pushing Ashford even further. Starlight doesn't take it well, but that doesn't matter. It's all about your furthest marble that getting as far as they can get, and it's looking like that's gonna go all the distance here. Already past 140. That's an incredible one here. All they needed was a little momentum at the start, and nothing else mattered. Ashford kept it clean. That's gonna put them solidly into the lead here. Now the Hisrunes, can they follow up on that run? Had a rough first season, finishing last, although a relatively good point total. But of course they'll be hoping for more, managing to get through the qualifiers with a decent run. But oh, it's all going wrong. A bad bouncer from Dagas leaves the backups to get the best they can, but it's not looking great. It's gonna pass under 10, but not much further than that. That was a rather chaotic run, and that's not gonna help them. 9 out of 9 so far. Not what they wanted to see. May not be a good start for them, but we have our only one newbie that qualified for the season here in the Snapdragons. Have a lot to live up to, especially for the Sunray, Candlesense, and Prismatics, who all failed to qualify. They're the only newbie representing them all, so let's see if they can do well here. Not much teamwork here, just giving it solemn from Arcane, who had the lead position. But they're only going to get a bit past 120. 128 is around the same distance as they had in the qualifiers. But relatively stronger results so far, puts them only in 6th so far. Now with the Rainbirds. Got 4th last season out of qualified, but just 1 point. Of course, they were leading for a lot of the season, hoping to get that missed podium back this time. But this run is looking very shambolic, and it just got worse. A bad bounce for the leading marble that then got in the way from the back, at least with only 91.3 meters. That's going to be last for sure. An abysmal run there for the Rabbits. Not what they wanted to see. Now we have the Evergreen Oaks. They podiumed in this event in the qualifiers, so to live up to it, they showed excellent teamwork here. Let's see, Swamp leading the time. Let's see, it's not looking all too great at the back, but Swamp just keeping it clean. And they're already past 120. Let's see, they're gonna pass 130. Let's see, 133. Not quite the same distance as that in the qualifier, but it's still gonna be provisional third, just a tenth of a meter ahead of the Supersonics. Not quite the teamwork they wanted to show as they did in the qualifiers. But now with the Quartz Roses also did great in this event in the qualifiers. Got second there. Let's see if they can live up to that. They have let's see, some really erratic bounces. Not what you want to see, and it's already very slow. This is not great teamwork for these marbles at all. They managed to recover just as little to get it past the 100, but still gonna be second to last here. 12 out of 13. What happened here? They were second in the qualifiers, and they only put up a penultimate in the main show. Not what you want to see from the Quartz Roses there. Now the Autumn Ashes. Mons Melis in season 1. Let's see if they can do well. They had great precision in the friendly, but the distance could have been better. Let's see. Oh, bad buzzer from the lead marble, but their teamwork recovers it a bit. Although you might wonder if that had hurt them overall. They're not quite gonna reach that 120 mark they did in the qualifiers, or friendly I should say, and 170.2 is only gonna put them in 10th. Another great run here from the Autumn Ashes. Now the Wintermints, they won this event in the qualifiers with an incredible run there. Let's see if they can show us how it's done yet again. Snowdrop leading him here. Let's see, some chaos, a lot of bounces. Not what you want to see. Snowdrop loses there. Same as Popscotch signal now. Hill has to keep it clean, but not looking great for them either. Popsicle comes out to help a bit, but it's only gonna be 170.7, just barely ahead of the Autumn Ashes. A far cry from what they did in the qualifiers. They were surely expecting more in this event, but they're only gonna settle for 10th so far. Now with the Apple Tarts, they won the first event in season 1, but got that last in this event in the qualifiers, so they have a lot to prove. Let's see. Keeping it decently clean, although a lot of chaos in the back, but it's that first marble here that really makes a difference. Ooh, a bit of a bounce, but Acid there, their captain, managing to help them to get them just a bit far, and it's going to get them past the 120 mark, and 126.5 is going to settle them right in the middle of the pack with an 8th. But that means the Cosmoscopes will be your first event winner, right ahead of the Stunning Skies and the Evergreen Oaks. Just barely hold on over the Supersonics by a tenth of the meter. Despite the lack of teamwork as they show in the qualifiers, a great individual run there. Of course, the standings are gonna be the same after the first event. Cosmos Scopes in the lead at 25, then Stunning Skies at 20, and the Evergreen Oaks at 15. With the Rainbirds and Quartz Roses in the bottom two starting. Not the starts both of those teams would have wanted, but still 15 events to go. Next up will be the relay. See you then.